Got a real simple meal to cook later. Hopefully I catch some fish. Got some monster swim baits I'm going to be using. But the tide is too high right now, and I can't stand on the edge of the rocks without a wave crashing over it completely. So I'm going to be starting with the bobber so I can step back into the safe zone. For the bobbers and swim baits, I'll be using this 9-foot 4-inch 4-piece travel rod. I finally got them back in stock, so if you want one, they're available at fishermanslife.net. Always helps to give it a twist when you put each section together. That way it won't come out when you cast. And I just re-spooled my Daiwa 4000 BG with 40-pound braided line. Let's go. You know, I've tried using this bobber so many different ways with treble hooks or the weights all the way at the bait, but I've really found that the exposed hook that the cable baiter gives you and the natural presentation it gives you with minimal rigging is really the best way to fish the bobber for lings. And I've also found that keeping this weight above the bait gives the anchovy a more of a natural presentation, and it seems to get more bites. I got a 1-ounce weight to get down to the strike zone very fast, 25 feet on the bobber stopper. And in a couple hours, the tide will be down and we'll be able to fish those big swim baits. All right, y'all, here we go. I think we can do it. I think we're gonna get them today. The waves are getting bigger and it's only 10 o'clock and high tide is at 12. It's a 6-foot high tide, so the waves are getting bigger and bigger. Oh my God. I thought the camera was gonna get wiped out on that one. I had to run back. Man, too risky. I think I could do one more cast. Gonna have wet feet today. There he is. Got one. Got one. Oh, it came off. Dang it. Oh, I had one. Ah, shoot, I had one. It was a nice one. Almost certain it was a ling. Don't know how it came off. Man. Ah, shoot, that was on a super slow retrieve too. It's nice because the 1-ounce weight holds the bait at the bottom so you can retrieve it and it'll stay down there and spin. See the bait? Good sign though. Man, that felt really good. It's nice too because when you retrieve it and it's near the bottom, if there's any bites, you feel it. You got that direct connection right there. Pretty tough to fish this with the waves, and I got to stand so far back. Oh man, bunch of rockfish out here, right here. Oh, rockfish right here in front of me. Real shallow. Oh man. Tearing this bait up, look at that. All right, if there's rockfish right there, then I should be able to get them on a small swim bait. Feels like there's some pretty big ones too. Look at this wave. Oh my gosh, this is a massive. I may have been washed off of that. Holy moly. All right, little swim bait. See what comes with this from this little guy. See if the fish are still there. Felt like a bunch of them. A lot of little bites. They're all following my bait in. I bet I can get him with the bobber. Right here, bam. Right there. I bet you I could get him with the bobber and some swim baits too. A couple jigs. Oh, there we go. Oh, got a bite. Nice little bite. Came off though. There's another one. All right, we got a school of fish here. Small fish. There. Oh, come on. Small fish. There's got to be a big one mixed in there. Oh, he took my bait down. That's not good. Just grab the tail. Ooh. Ooh. There's got to be some keepers in here. There we go. Oh man, little guy again. This really small fish. Man, I can't believe they took my tail. What the heck? A lot of small fish. This is kind of like a jiggy jig. It looks almost exactly the same as mine. But this is mine on the top, except this one, I don't think it's made out of lead. It's a lot lighter. This is only a 30-gram jig, and this one right here is a 30-gram jig. So I'm gonna try this one from Japan. Actually, I got this in Korea when I visited last year. All right, just cast it out. I'll keep an eye on these swells. I'm gonna keep that retrieve tight. Those small fish moved out, I guess, so going back to the bobber. All right, this is second to last one. I got one more after this. Can we do it? It's already 12 o'clock. So I made a slight modification to this bobber setup. Since I have this weight above the bait, sometimes when you cast, the weight goes all the way up to the bobber and things get tangled. So I put a bobber stopper just above the weight so the weight can't go anywhere. That way everything stays in place. You cast out and be confident that it's not going to tangle up. Hopefully you can see this. This is kind of how the anchovy looks when it's spinning in the water. Nice and slow, activating that lateral line on the Lingcod, cabezon, whatever fish is going to eat this. Salmon, white sea bass, who knows what's out there. White sea bass. Hey, let's catch a white sea bass. Keep an eye on these swells coming in. Bobber stopper set at 30 feet. Well, I think the tide is low enough now where I can throw some swim baits. It's 1 o'clock. I've been out here since 9. I'll throw some swim baits and I'll throw some jigs. I'm going to save this last anchovy. This is a 6.5-inch swim bait, green pumpkin, the best color you can fish when fishing the saltwater. We got a 3/4 ounce bullet weight on top of that, and this is probably a 1/4 ounce, maybe 3/8. So we got about an ounce of weight. Look at that thing. That's going to catch a fish right there. Let's give it our test again. Does this blade spin? Oh my gosh, yes it does. Oh, that looks amazing. That was like cast 350. Oh, got snagged. Gosh, there's nothing. No bites on the swim bait. I'm gonna have to change to the jig. What kind of jig do we have? Let's find a 50 gram. All right, let's just try a 50 real quick. 50 gram jiggy jig. It's 2 o'clock right now. We got the greenling color jiggy jig. Hook on top. I'm getting kind of tired. My back hurts. But we're not giving up. Jeez. Washing over again, still. Thought I was safe, but I'm not. Not yet. Got one. Something small, but I got one. I think it's probably a black and yellow. Felt bigger for a second. Are we able to have lunch? That's the question. What is this? Oh, all right, all right. Oh, that's a nice black rockfish. Oh, heck yeah. Let's go. We've been waiting for this all day. Oh, don't come off. Nice black rockfish, y'all. This is gonna be perfect for what I wanted to do. Heck yeah. Oh yeah, the jiggy jig coming through. Just barely got him. Had to keep tension on him the whole way. Felt a lot smaller, but this is actually a good size one. I don't think those tide pools down there are safe enough to put this guy in there, but that feels so good after 6 hours of fishing. Finally got one. Well, I actually brought this fish stringer today so I can put this through its lip. Put this guy in the water. Woo! Yes. We'll keep him alive, keep him fresh. There you go, little guy. Stay in there, breathe up. Get your breath back. Ha-ha! Got him! Hey, while we can, let's go try to catch another one. Oh my gosh, it feels good to be on the board. When I initially came out here, I was hoping I'd be able to catch 3 or 4 of those, a couple Lingcod, bring something home for my family so I can have them try the recipe that I'm going to try to make today. But things aren't turning out that way. We're 6 hours in. It's about 2:45. I'm going to start cooking at about 3:30, so give myself about 40 minutes to try to catch another one. Bobbers weren't working, swim baits weren't working. Really lucky I have the jig. It's a 50-gram jig too, so when I reel it in, I have to keep the retrieve speed pretty fast, or else it's going to drag on the bottom and then it's going to get snagged. So I let it sink for about 20 seconds. I feel it tap the bottom, and then I start just popping it back towards me. After every pop, you'll feel it flutter down and hit the bottom again too. Between pops, I like to let it sit for about 2 or 3 seconds, just in case there's any fish looking at it. At least they have a chance to bite it. Oh, that was a snag. Right when it hits bottom, I start retrieving it. And I know there's a ledge here, so I'm not gonna fish this ledge. It's gonna get snagged, so I'm gonna bring it in and cast out again. Every cast moving at 5 feet to the left or 5 feet to the right. Getting out as far as I can so I can cast out that extra 15 feet. Maybe that's where that big ling is hiding. I feel like there's a little fish on here. Oh my God, I'm right. Look at that. Look at this thing. I thought it was a fish, and it is. It's smaller than my jig. I can't believe that. I've never, ever caught a fish that small on the jig. And he ate it too. Look, I did an underwater snorkel fishing video before where I was underwater and fishing and looking at the bait and the fish biting it, and they were biting this flashy thing, this little tassel. It's probably exactly what this little guy did. Oh. Here, I'm gonna keep him right here next to me. Just let him swim around. Just keep a friend. And then when I leave, I'll let him go. He'll bring me good luck. I think this just might be my last cast. And right between the eyes. And while his heart's still beating, of course, you know the drill. Let him bleed out. Look at all those crabs eating the fish. All right, this will be just enough for me. This is going to be a coconut crusted fish fillet with garlic, honey, brown sugar, soy sauce with avocado and bacon. All right, cool. Probably the most important part of this dish is the bread. There's this brand of bread that I've been eating. It's this brioche bread. It's so good for French toast or a sandwich. It soaks up all the juices. It's some kind of brioche. I think the one that I use is called Nature's Own or something like that. Forgot exactly what it is, but using a lot of butter. We're just going to toast up each side of this bread. That's a lot of butter right there. That's probably too much butter. There. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's already good. One of my sons is a little bit of a picky eater, so I'm not trying to throw a bunch of random things in this. This dish is just toasted bread, coconut crusted fish, and the glaze is honey, garlic, soy sauce, and a little bit of brown sugar. Of course, we're gonna throw some bacon on there too. We're just toasting this up first. Oh, beautiful. All right, that one's perfect. Just put that off to the side, do another one. While that bread heats up, I'm gonna put a little seasoning on this fish, just a little salt. Just a little bit of pepper. And then I bought some coconut flakes, dried, non-sweetened. I bought it in bulk. When you buy it in bulk, you can get this for 50 cents. That's exactly what I did. And just like I'm throwing this into a flour mix, I'm just gonna throw the fish into the coconut and shake it around a little bit. Let all the coconut get stuck to the sides of the fish. So I've had this fish before with just coconut, and adding that coconut really adds a nice depth to this fish. Now, just so the butter doesn't burn the fish, I'm going to put a little bit of avocado oil in here first. Also going to put a little bit more butter in. And that sweet smell of the coconut, and you know it's got that fat flavor too. Smell it already. Try a piece of this fish with coconut. That's good. A little bit of bacon. All right, we're just about there. I don't need all this bacon grease, so I'm going to dump some out. We can throw our garlic in here now. Just a little bit of swim bait scent. This will be nice because it'll absorb some of that bacon flavor. Now I've got some honey. Just a little bit of soy sauce. Got the honey, but I'm also going to add some brown sugar. Oh man, it's like almost caramelizing. Let it cool down a little bit. See that sauce right there? Look at all that. Pretty sweet. Maybe too sweet for you. Maybe too sweet for me. But I got it, so I'm gonna try it. A little bit of this sauce. You know, a lot of the things I make don't look that great. Maybe that's something I should work on, but they do taste amazing. A little bit more of that garlic sauce with the butter on top. We'll just sprinkle it over the whole thing. All right, let's see how this thing tastes. Got everything in here. A little avocado, bacon. It takes a minute for all those flavors to hit, but they hit. You really taste everything. From the coconut to the fish to the bacon, avocado, even that sweet glaze. It was really good. Sometimes you just get tired with the regular pan-fried fish with salt and pepper. It's fun to throw it in a sandwich once in a while. I almost didn't like that sauce, but it's actually really good. It's kind of smoky. I think maybe if I added some lemon, it would be even better. Holy moly, that's good. The avocado was really nice too, because if anything ever gets too dry, it just adds that moisture right back into it. There's something to that caramelized glaze too. That's actually really good. All we got was that one black rockfish, but that was worth it. And look how low the tide is right now too. I could fish this rock all the way at the end. But I think 7 hours of fishing is enough for me today. So, gonna call it. Thanks for watching. I went to San Diego trying to catch corvina. Didn't have any luck. So, sorry for the little bit of wait in videos. But with this one, hopefully we're back on schedule. See ya.